Hi, I'm Adam from Momentum, and today we're talking about inwards goods costing and in particular on costs. So on costs are used for increasing the value of the items that you purchase from your supplier by the value of freight, duty or any other component that you would like to add into the product cost. This will then be the cost that's used in the system to value your inventory and therefore value your margin when you sell the products. When you add in an on-cost, the on-cost is actually split by the items that are on the receipt lines. And there are four possible ways of splitting or spreading it according to the system. So let's firstly have a look at where you can add an on-cost line, and then we'll look at the ways that you can spread it. So in the configurator, if you go to admin, scroll down, look for inwards goods and then cost codes. You'll see that there are a group of cost codes in here at the moment, four of which, these four, are system standard, and I've just added this one in called local freight. So let's have a look at the local freight. So I've given it a cost code, I've given it a description. You'll notice in the description I've also used the spread type. It just makes it easier to see, which we'll go through in just a second. So the spread types, you've got value, quantity, weight and cubic. So value and quantity tend to be the ones that are used most frequently because they are the simplest to understand and they involve the least amount of maintenance in the system. If you do want to use weight or cubic, please note that on your stock items, you need to ensure that weight or cubic, depending on which one you're using, need to be filled. If those items are not filled with the appropriate values, then the system will not spread the value across the items accordingly. So back to the configurator, we've got quantity, value, weight and cubic. So I've chosen value in this instance and I've put that in the description. And we'll hit save. Now if we go back to our inwards goods, and I'll just run a quick search on the cost codes. So that's question mark and tab. You'll notice here the one that I've added in says local freight value. So then the one that I choose, I know exactly how that's going to be spread. So I double click on that and you can see here that it says spread by value. So I'd like to give a couple of quick examples of the differences that you get by spreading between value and quantity and the differences that can arise. So here we've got a couple of examples. We've got an inwards freight amount of $1,000 and we've purchased a truck and 4 spare tyres. Total value 100 grand. The truck is worth 98,000 of that and 4 spare tyres is worth a total of 2,000. Now if we split this freight by quantity, 1/5 or 20% will go to the truck. 4/5 or 80% will go towards the tyre. So therefore the freight for the truck component is $200 and the freight for the tyre is $800. Now to me that doesn't really make much sense. I would have thought that it's much more expensive to freight the truck and therefore the truck should have got a larger proportion. So in this instance, splitting by cost seems to be a much better option. And that, based on that, it's 98/100ths or 98% of the freight, which is worth $980, as opposed to the tyres, which only get 2%, which is a value of $20. So in this instance, when you've got the choice between quantity and cost, I would have thought cost or value in the system was the most appropriate option. However, if we've got a container full of books, let's say all those books are pretty much the same size and the same cost, it actually doesn't matter which methodology that you use, it should work out to be roughly the same. Okay, so switching back to our costing now, you can add in as many costs for as many different values as you like, and you can split them however you like as well, depending on the cost codes that you've got set up. So I might have an overseas freight amount here where it's split by quantity, but a local freight which is split by value. And the system will split it accordingly across the items that are part of the inwards goods receipts. I hope that helps. If you have any questions regarding inwards goods receipts, costings, or on-cost codes, please get in contact with us at Momentum. Thank you.